Hi students, in the last class we were discussing about issue of shares at a premium. What are the accounting treatments at the time of issue of shares at a premium? There we have studied various journal entries at the time of application, allotment, share first call, second call and all, and the treatment of share issued at a premium. That premium also we have studied. So at that time we have omitted to mention one of the important points. We can start today's videos by mentioning that. Okay. So there we have studied securities premium, and we mentioned it as it will be mentioned or it will be created in an account called securities premium account or securities premium reserve. Securities premium account or securities premium reserve. Securities premium account. This is otherwise called securities premium reserve. It can be called in two different names, either securities premium account and or securities premium reserve. Say, as per Indian Companies Act 2013, if there is share issue premium, it can be mentioned as securities premium account. And at the same time, the balance sheet prepared as per the Indian Companies Act 2013, there is provision to mention securities premium reserve under the heading reserves and surplus. So at your option, you can mention the securities premium as securities premium account or securities premium reserve account. If you refer in different reference books, you can see in some of the books it is written as securities premium account, some of the books you can see it is written as premium reserve account. So it is at your freedom, you can write it as securities premium account or securities premium reserve. So here, what we are going to discuss here is that how to utilize this securities premium amount, securities premium reserve. So the money collected extra from the this shareholders, that is what is called securities premium. That means issuing shares at a price which is higher than its face value. Then that amount is called, that difference is called securities premium. That means, for example, the face value of share is rupees 10 and that is issued at a market value or issue price at rupees 12. So what is the premium? Premium per share is rupees 2. So how we will treat this 2 rupees collected? So 2 rupees into suppose 1 lakh shares. So 2 lakh rupees will come as securities premium. So this securities premium will be kept as a reserve. For what are the different purposes for which these reserves can be used? That is what we are going to discuss here first. That means utilization of securities premium reserve. Purpose of utilizing, purpose for which securities premium can be utilized. Which are the different purposes for which securities premium can be utilized? First one, we can say that for issuing fully paid up bonus shares to owners. For issuing fully paid up bonus shares. Bonus share means instead of paying bonus to the employees or shareholders, the company will issue shares. At the time of issuing the shares as bonus, in order to cover that amount. That means instead of paying bonus, company is issuing this shares. So company is not getting any revenue. In order to cover that loss, this premium can be utilized. Then second case, for writing of the preliminary expenses. For writing of preliminary expenses. For writing of the preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses are the expenses which are incurred before the registration of the company. That means immediately after starting the company, the time duration will be there up to which the company is get registered. So from the starting of the company to the time of registration, company may arise some expense. In order to settle that expense, this securities premium can be used. Then next we can say to write off discount on issue of shares. This premium can be used for writing of the shares issued at a discount. If we issue shares at a discount, what is discount? Suppose the face value of the share, as we said, it is 10, and now we are issuing this share at rupees issue price. Issue price, suppose if it is at rupees 9, discount is how much? Rupee 1. So this is a loss. Instead of issuing our shares for rupees 10, we are issuing at rupees 9. So that 1 rupee loss. From the available securities premium, this loss can be written off. In the last premium, we have written off the share issue expenses. That is one of the case. Like that, discount can be written off. Then next one we can say that to write off the expenses of issue of shares. To write off the expenses of issue of shares. To write off the expenses of issue of shares. That means from the available equity premium, share issue premium, we can write off all the expenses on issue of shares. Expense of issue of shares like commission paid or share, any other share issue expenses. All these expenses can be written off from the premium amount. Then next we can say that providing for premium payable on redemption of shares. Providing premium payable on redemption of preference shares. So as we know, there are two types of shares, equity shares and preference shares. Preference shares again we will classify as redeemable preference shares, irredeemable preference shares, like that. What is this redeemable preference shares? Redeemable preference shares are those shares for which the share amount should be repaid, payback to the shareholders after a certain number of years. So at that time, at the time of paying back the money collected, sometimes as per the condition, sometimes we have to pay the money at a premium, means some extra amount is to be paid. Now here we are collecting the money at a premium. So at the time of paying back also, in the case of redemption of redeemable preference shares, we have to pay the money with some extra money addition. So that is a loss. In order to cover that loss, this premium can be used. And the last one we can say that purchase of own shares. in purchasing own shares. That is called buyback of shares. Buyback of share. Purchasing its own share or called buyback of share. Means when the company wants to purchase its own shares issued, for that time this premium amount can be used. It means with this premium amount we can buy our share from the market. Okay. So this here there are 6 points we mentioned. Out of that, one of the points to write off discount on issue of shares. This point is not applicable now. Why? Because as per the Indian Companies Act 2013, now companies cannot issue shares at a discount. Companies cannot issue shares at a discount. So this point is not applicable. So now there are only 5 conditions. These conditions we have not simply said. It is the condition mentioned in section 52 subsection 2 of Companies Act 2013. This mentioned in section 52 subsection 2 of Indian Companies Act 2013. Okay, as per that section, we can use our securities premium amount in these cases or in these purposes. Okay. Now we are going to see another important topic, that is issue of shares when there is oversubscription. Yes. Now we are going to discuss another important topic, which is oversubscription. Oversubscription or oversubscription of shares. What do you mean by oversubscription? Let us imagine there is a company which is having a good reputation, well-reputed company. So that company decided to issue shares. So at that time, when the company issues share, a reputed company issues shares, you can imagine that there will be good demand for the shares. So in the case when a well-reputed company issues shares, people may demand more number of shares than what the company is intended to issue. That means company will get more number of applications. That situation is called oversubscription of shares. Oversubscription of shares. Okay, oversubscription means it is a situation where a well-reputed company issues shares. Sometimes company may get more number of applications than what the company is intended to issue. Such situation is called oversubscription. Okay, that means it is a situation where a company gets application money on shares than what the company is intended to issue. Issued to public. This is called oversubscription. For example, a company is issuing 1 lakh equity shares. Company offered for public subscription 1 lakh shares. That is the issue. Okay. But the company has got application, that means received application for 1,20,000 shares. 1,20,000 shares. How much is oversubscription? Oversubscription is equal to how much? 20,000 shares. This is the oversubscription. Okay. So that much is clear. Now the question is that what the company will do if there is oversubscription. Company can have three different options. That means the company can treat this oversubscribed shares, oversubscribed application. This is application money received 1,20,000. This 20,000 application can be treated in three different ways. Okay. So here we have to study the accounting treatment of oversubscription in that three different ways. Okay. Let us see which are the different ways. First one is rejecting the total excess application. Rejecting the total excess application. The entire excess application money will be rejected. Okay, here this is the situation. Then let us see application money. How much receives 1 lakh share and 1,20,000 shares application is received. So application money at the rate of rupees 2. Application money is at the rate of rupees 2. Allotment money at the rate of rupees 3. First call at the rate of rupees 3 and second call remaining amount. How much? Rupees 2. So this was the installment for collecting the share amount. So at that time, how much application received? 1,20,000 shares into 2 rupees we received. So how to treat this application money? Okay. As for the first case, rejecting the total excess application. So how we can account that? We are going to write the journal entry for treatment of this rejecting the excess application money. What is the first journal entry? Normally, what is the first journal entry? Yes, on receipt of application money. On receipt of application money. What is the journal entry? Yes, bank account debtor. Bank account debtor, how much money will get? 1,20,000, not 1 lakh, 1,20,000 shares will get into 2. How much? 2,40,000. 2 share application. How much? Same amount, 2,40,000. Okay, so this is the first journal entry. What is the second journal entry? On transferring share application money to share capital. You can write that on transferring application money to share capital. So what is the journal entry for that? Yes, share application debtor to share capital. share application debtor. How much? We have received 2,40,000. To share capital, how much can be transferred? We can transfer only the capital amount. Capital amount, how much? We are issuing only 1 lakh, no? So 1 lakh into 2. How much? 2 lakh. Okay. So what is the remaining? What we have to do? That is rejecting. Rejecting means paying back to shareholders. Paying back to shareholders. So we will write here. I'll write receiving the application money. We have written bank debtor. This application money we are paying back. So we can write here to bank. How much? 40,000. Understood? So this is the combined journal entry. That means for rejection of application money, we can write the journal entry share application debtor to bank. On receipt of application money, the entry we have written bank debtor to share application. On rejection, its opposite entry will be written share application debtor to bank. So what can be the narration here? Being application money transferred into share capital and excess application money rejected. Okay, so this is the first case. And second, in the next section onwards, application money only it will be affected. Allotment money onwards, what we have told in the same way it will be followed. Next we will write allotment money received for or allotment money due for how many shares? Is it 1,20,000 shares? No, allotment money due for only 1 lakh because our intention to issue only 1 lakh shares. So allotment money due 3 rupees into 1 lakh, then allotment money received also will be 3 into 1 lakh. Okay, because excess application money is rejected at the time of application itself. So next on allotment onwards, we will need not consider this excess application money. Okay, so for your understanding, I will just write that allotment entry also on due for allotment. Allotment due entry, share allotment debtor. How much? 1 lakh, not 1,20,000. 1 lakh into 3 lakh. Then 2 share capital. How much? Same amount, 3 lakh. Then on receipt of allotment money, what can be the journal entry? Bank debtor 3 lakh to share allotment 3 lakh. Okay, so this is the journal entry according to the first method. Okay, now we are going to see the next method, second alternative. Second alternative at the time when there is oversubscription. Okay, let us see the second one. Yes, the second alternative. Second alternative is pro rata allotment. Pro rata allotment. Pro rata allotment or proportionate allotment. That means those who have allotted or those who have applied for certain number of shares will not get that many number of shares. Proportionately it will be given. It can be explained with the same example here. Here we have 1 lakh shares to issue but received 1,20,000 shares. That means those who have applied for 1,20,000 shares will get 1 lakh share. Okay, that means those who have applied for 12 shares will get 10 shares. Okay, those who have applied for 12 share will get 1 share. So what you will get? So for 12 shares applied, those who applied for 12 shares will get 10 share. So here he has applied 2 share extra. No? 2 share extra he applied. For that, how much application money he has paid? 2 share into 2 rupees. That means 4 rupees he has paid extra. This 4 rupees will be adjusted to allotment money. That means at the time when the company called the allotment money, he need not pay the full allotment money. He can deduct 4 rupees. Remaining only need to pay. That means for allotment money he has to pay 10 rupees. 10 shares are allotted. 10 shares are allotted to that particular person. Say X. For X, 10 shares are allotted. For 10 share, he has to pay allotment money 3 rupees. So that means how much he has to pay? 30 rupees he has to pay, for example. But already he has paid 4 rupees. So 4 rupees he need not pay. Remaining how much he has to pay? 26 rupees only he need to pay for allotment for his 10 share. Because 4 rupees already paid. That is not returned. That will be adjusted to allotment. Now you may feel some difficulty for understanding. No worries. We will discuss that in a simple manner. That way you will understand that how this is happening. How this is adjusted. See, for that we can see the journal entries. So in the last case, in the first case we have told that at the time of receipt of application money, bank account letter to share application, and for rejecting we have written share application letter to bank. Now we can write the receipt entry first. On receipt of application money, entry is bank account debtor. That means 1,20,000 into 2,40,000. To share application, $2,40,000. Okay, then second on transfer. Transfer means transfer to capital. In that case, what will be the entry? Share application debtor. How much? 2,40,000. To share capital. How much? How much can be transferred? Capital amount can be according to face value only. Cannot be more than that. That means 1 lakh into 2 lakh. So what about the remaining? It will be considered as calls in advance. Calls in advance. Call money is there now. That means when the next call is allotment. Okay. So that we will consider as it will be considered as calls in advance or advance money received. Advance money received. So if you open calls in advance, you can mention it as calls in advance. We can write here calls in advance. How much? 1 lakh. That means we have got 20,000 shares. 20,000 into 2. That means 14,000. Okay? Understood? Now, then third case we can write here on due for allotment. On due for allotment, we will write share allotment debtor. How much we have to get? 1 lakh into 3. That means 3 lakh we have to get. 2. Share capital. Same way, 3 lakh we have to get. Understood? Then, here there is no need of adjusting this amount. Next one, receipt of this allotment, we have to adjust the oversubscribed amount. So that we can write here on receipt of allotment money. On receipt of allotment money, bank account debtor. Bank account debtor. Then let us see normal entry bank account debtor to share allotment. So share allotment we can write here. Share allotment, how much we have to get? 3 lakh rupees we have to get. Okay. Out of that, how much is there already? Calls in advance 40,000 is there. So that we have to transfer to allotment because that will be deducted from the allotment money to be paid. So calls in advance debtor, how much? 40,000. So remaining only need to pay. How much is the remaining? 2,60,000 will be paid by the shareholders. Okay. So this is the case when we open calls in advance account. This entry can be written without opening calls in advance account. That let us see how it can be done. Here, without opening calls in advance account. Without opening calls in advance account, how we can do? So this entry we are writing here. So the second entry we are writing. This entry, okay, this was no problem. Second entry we will make some change. How we will make change? Share application, you will write share application debtor. How much? We have here 2,40,000. Then 2 share capital. How much? 2 lakh will be transferred to share capital. Okay. Then the third 40,000, instead of transferring this to calls in advance, directly it can be transferred to share capital. Sorry, share allotment. Directly it can be transferred to share allotment. So we will write here share allotment. How much? 40,000. Okay. Then after that third entry also same, it has no change. Fourth entry we will make some change. How it will be? That is what we are going to write. Fourth entry is, what is the journal entry? Fourth bank account debtor to share allotment. Share allotment. Share allotment due how much? 3 lakh. 3 lakh is the due amount. Out of that, how much is already transferred here? 40,000 is already transferred. So remaining how much? 2,60,000. That we can write. Okay. So this is an alternative method. So instead of these two journal entries, you can follow that alternative method also. Okay. Understood? So that's all. For the second method, now we will see the third method also. Okay. Second method is this much only. No doubt. Okay. No doubt. No. Yes. Let us see the third one. Yes. Here the third alternative is the speciality of the third alternative is that this is the combination of the first and second alternative. That means rejection of some applications and pro rata allotment to the remaining. Okay, some applications will be rejected and the proportionate allotment will be done for the remaining shares. So how it can be explained? That is what we are going to see. With the same example, we can discuss that. So 20,000 is the excess application. Okay. So and the management of the company decided that reject application money for 5,000 shares. Reject application money for 5,000 shares. That means out of this 20,000, reject application money for 5,000 shares and remaining pro rata allotment. How many remaining? How many? 15 shares. 15,000 shares. 15,000 shares will be pro rata. So in that case, how we can write the journal entries? That's what we are going to see. First, you know that journal entry on receipt of application. On receipt of application money. What is journal entry? Bank account debtor. Bank account debtor, we know that 1,20,000 into 2. 2,40,000 shares. 2,40,000 rupees. 2. Share application. Share application account 2,40,000. Okay. Then second entry on transfer. Transfer means transfer to capital. What is journal entry? Share application debtor 2,40,000 to share capital. How much will be transferred? Yes, 1 lakh share. That means 1 lakh into 2. 2 lakh rupees will be transferred to capital. So remaining how much? 40,000 is extra. So we will write here to. Some are rejecting, some are pro rata. So we can write to share allotment. Pro rata means it will be transferred to share allotment. How much? How many shares are transferring? 15,000 shares are transferring. So 15,000 into 2. 30,000 and bank That means rejection. How many? 5,000 shares into 2, that is 10,000. Okay? Clear? So this is this much only. This is the journal entry here. Next, see, on due for allotment. That means allotment amount due. What will be the journal entry? Share allotment account debtor. How much we have to get? 1 lakh into 3. Debtor 3 lakh to share capital same way 3 lakh. Then fourth entry, receipt of money. On receipt of allotment. On receipt of allotment, what can be the journal entry? Bank account debtor. Bank account debtor to share allotment. Share allotment, how much we have to get? 3 lakh we have to get. So how much we will receive now? See, 3 lakh was there. So 3 lakh total amount minus how much already received? Already transferred this amount, no? 30,000. So 3 lakh minus 30,000. How much? 2 lakh 70,000. You will see. Okay. So this is up to allotment. Now, first call onwards, there is no problem. The same way it will be repeated. No issue at all. So that is why I did not mention that. In all the cases, this particular problem will not affect the first call and second call. Suppose this application money is more. Suppose here application money is 3 and allotment money is 2. Application money 3 and allotment money 2. In that case, what will do? Here we have written no share allotment. How much? 15,000 into 3. 3 we have written no. 3 we cannot write here because for them application money, allotment money 2 only. So we will write here again 2 and remaining first call, share first call will write. First call remaining amount 15,000 will go to first call. Why? Because allotment money is less than application money. Okay? So that in the same type of one problem we will discuss later. Now we need to study this one only. So in the next class we will discuss such type of a problem. That means where application money is more than allotment money. Here now the application money is 2 and allotment money is 3 only. Okay? You can refer your reference books and you can solve 1 or 2 problems of this type. Okay? Today we have discussed about utilization of securities premium and treatment of oversubscription at the time of issue of shares. Okay.